Okie dokie, hokey pokey, oh my goodness, we started. Yes, I believe we have introducing stories, no thank you. Alright, let's run the quick 3-minute ad and begin the day with day 160. Surprise early stream. Surprise early stream. It's very much a catch-up stream, and also I ain't working today, so which is always handy. So I can just basically just crack on and get fights done. Now I was thinking of doing about 4 hours. It might end up being like 3.5. We'll have a look, because I was meant to start streaming that an hour ago, but I kind of got carried away with housework. Which is not like me, but hey, not like me at all, but at least I don't have to do the housework later on today, or at the weekend, which is even better. But, oh my goodness! Hello! Insane Bingo, how have you been? More importantly, how have things with you? I'm doing very well, I think. I think I'm doing alright. Am I doing okay? I think I am, yeah. That's good. I've just done dishes, hoovering, cleaning the table. I've ironed me and the boys' shirts for work for the rest of the week. And oh, and I fixed a microwave today. It's a bit of a, it's not too hokey, thankfully, but it's not too hokey, but it's alright. It's okay. And it only cost me $11. Lovely jubbly. Oh, look, it had already been 2 years. Oh my god. That has gone so fast. But congrats. Anyway, oh my goodness, 2 years. Does it feel like 2 years? Does it feel like longer, or does it feel like shorter? Oh my goodness. Oh, and a Naruto visits. Oh my goodness. That sounds like a fabulous month. Sounds like a fabulous month. Oh my lord. Oh, and some news that you will be pleased about. Wait, six years. It's crazy to think it was 6 years ago that you would like come up to Auckland for Armageddon. That's mental. 6 years. Oh my god. But be very excited to know I will be up north for New Year's, so we'll have to book a time, girl. Oh my goodness, Diagami, what up? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fabulously. How are things? No, oh my goodness, wrong one. Wrong one, not that one. That orange one. Yeah, I'm only up for like 4 days. 4 days? So, think about it. I'll have time. I will have plenty of time. And I'm gonna certify myself as an official microwave repair person, because I did, because basically we had a microwave. We got a microwave gifted to us by the boys' nan back in like January, and we had a little bit of an oopsie where we had only used it like twice, and then we're just like, oh, something smells weird in it. And it was probably, to be honest, the fact that it was new, and you know, like new appliances and new things, they've got that weird like smell when you use them, like for like the first few times, and then it goes. It was just, I think it was just one of those. But anyway, so we look inside and there's like a bit of cardboard on the inside, and we're like, oh, what's that? And then the boy's like, oh, it must be like some like the packaging or whatever that we just have to take out, sort of thing. Because sometimes, you know, appliances, they've got packaging on the insides of it as well as the outside. But anyway, so we take it out, rip it in the process. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, the fact that it's got little like tabs in it, and it's not just like a random thing, it leads me to believe that looks kind of important. It looks shiny and it's not just generic cardboard. I'm just going to go have a quick look at the manual and make sure we haven't just taken out an important part. And then of course, lo and behold, we had taken out a very important part. It even had in the user manual a big like, oh, waveguide cover, do not remove, in big capital letters. So I'm like, oh, we've done a little bit of an oopsie there. So then I had to Google about what this waveguide cover is, and it turns out it protects the magnetron in the microwave, basically from getting grease onto it. So the magnetron, which basically sends all the microwaves into the chamber, the central chamber, if it gets like grease or dirt or whatever on it, it starts like sparking and arcing and potentially buggering up your whole microwave. So this waveguide cover is basically this little piece of special board made out of like a special mineral material that just cover the magnetron with it. And it lets the material that it's made out of, it lets microwaves pass through. Do you know what? I've just realised. Mystified already. Anyway, but yeah, so basically, like you can, like the microwave works without it, but the danger if you get grease on the magnetron is quite high. So anyway, so it has been sitting there for about like 9 months since, because we just never got around to getting a new waveguide cover. Although, and of course, the brand of microwave that we had, the waveguide covers for it aren't particularly accessible, I guess. So that was fun. But anyway, long story short, the boy's like, right, if we don't get it sorted, I'm just gonna go buy a new microwave. I'm like, we don't need to buy a new microwave. There's nothing wrong with the microwave. We just did a goof and took the cover off thing. So basically, today was the deadline given to me by the boy for getting a new one of these things. So I went to the shop. They didn't actually have any for the brand that we had, but what they did have was just like a blank rectangle of the material, and you just like cut it to the shape that you want. The problem being is that we didn't actually keep the broken one. It's in the bin. It went in the bin 9 months ago. So I had to like basically using a combination of a steel ruler, scissors to like measure, and measuring like the, oh my god, what's it called, measuring tape, but it's not like clothes measuring tape, it's like the hardware measuring tape, the thing. Anyway, I had to use a combination of all of those to get the measurements of the inside where this cover goes. It looks hokey, it's not particularly beautiful, but it works and it covers the magnetron sufficiently enough. So I've finally fixed the microwave after 10 months, and I am now going to certify myself as a microwave repair woman. So if you need your magnetrons covered, I got you. I got you. And that's basically all I've done this morning. Actually, no, not all I've done. That's the most exciting thing this morning. And what would have cost us like $200 for a new microwave, only $11. See, I'm not just a handy woman extraordinaire. I'm also saving us money. It's always lovely. But anyway, so that's more. That's pretty much the only new stuff that's really going on. Oh my goodness. Insane fangirl. I need to know. How is the little one doing at school? How is she doing? Is she loving it still? Gently bring my cup of tea over. Fabulous. Alright, we are flying through these, which is fantastic. Ooh. That is good. That is fabulous to hear. Oh my goodness. Oh, can she just like stop growing up? Can she stop growing up so fast? Oh my goodness. Goodness, that screen went on for like 10 seconds. Oh, it's just so exciting. I love it so much. We've got a couple of friends of the boy. We visited them on Monday, and they've got a newborn. Oh my god, don't tell me my hair's already dry. Oh my goodness, sorry. They've got a newborn, and it's just like babies and little kids. Like, they're just so cute. Like, they're just gotta be so cute, and you just don't want them to grow up. But then at the same time, it's like exciting for them to grow up because then like all the new milestones that you get to celebrate. And kasoosh, lovely. Just realised I'm having a bit of a struggle with my hair at the moment because I've got lovely, I've just showered this morning, lovely curls, fabulous, gorgeous, amazing, except there's one little tuft already that's as drier than the bloody Sahara Desert, and it's caused me no end of grief. Hey, if she's going through an early teenage stage, at least then she'll be out of the teenage stage by the time she gets to be a teenager. But then you'll have the fun of all her hormones kicking in during puberty, and then it's gonna be all fun and games. Or maybe not. Or she could be a lovely, fabulous, quite helpful, amazing teenager. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, that took way longer than it should have. Kisame and Hinata.
Battle begins. Here I go.
Yep. Nice. Yep. No, break any. Oh my goodness. Just got this one super dry hair strand. I'm so sorry. I'm getting so distracted. It's funny, because I've downloaded this sort of calorie counting app, and it's pretty cool because it's got like a giant like database of foods, and so you put your foods in, it's like calculating all your calories and your fats and proteins and whatever. Problem is though, is that when you eat like at a cafe or somewhere, like how do you put that in the calorie thing? There's no like, it's not a food item brought from the supermarket, so there's no like barcode you can scan. So you've kind of just gotta like, you search for the type of food and sort of see what other people have put in. But so this morning we had like a work breakfast, even though I'm not even working today, but I just went along for breakfast because why not. So I had some croissant French toast. It was delightful, it was amazing. Problem is, I know the ingredients in it. You know, there was some hazelnuts, there was some mascarpone cheese, there was croissants, there was, I'm sure, egg and milk and all goodness in it. But I've got literally zero idea how many calories it would have, how much grams of protein and fat and all that sort of stuff. So I was having a look on this app at all the different options I could pick that are like croissant French toast that other people have made or put in. And basically the calories vary wildly from, I could have eaten about 300 or I could have eaten about 1,300. And I don't know. And part of me wants to err on the side of caution and do the higher number. The only problem with that being is that if it is the higher number, then I've eaten my whole calories for the day just from breakfast. And I'm can already feel my tummy getting hungry. I mean, I can do, what I should be doing is, I'll just do some exercise just to burn off some calories and gives me more of a deficit that I can eat more stuff from. So that's what I should be doing, and I'm gonna try and get myself outside to do something like that after the streaming, but we'll see how that goes. See where my motivation lasts. But it's like, it's always when you start counting calories, it's only then that you actually realize how much you're eating. But also at the same time, what I found is sometimes, like, you know, you're eating healthy and all that sort of stuff, and you look at, you're like, I've still got like 800 calories left for today. Like, and I've already finished dinner, and, you know, was planning on having a small dessert. Does that mean I can have X more biscuits? And I'm like, oh, I can give myself 2 biscuits, even though I should be filling those calories with something healthy, of course. It's always like, eating healthy is good, and it also means you can have biscuits more, even though that's not all the mindset you need to have. But I like to think I can give myself another scoop of an extra scoop of ice cream. Okay. Conan. 160. Oh, we are flying through these,
Battle begins.
which is fair.
Disappear.
And then we bought at the supermarket yesterday, we bought 5 bags of salad because the boy said he was going to have a bag of salad per dinner, and I'm like, you're going to have an entire bag of salad per dinner? It's like, yep. And I'm like, are you sure about that? That's a lot of salad and a lot of money. And he's like, yeah, no, I totally am. And of course I only had like a third, actually not even that, like a quarter of a bag last night for dinner. That's alright. At least it's prompting us to eat more. Eat more salad and leaves.
Battle begins.
Lovely.
Shikigami dance. Here I come. Get lost. Get lost.
Ouch.
Disappear. Shikigami dance. Disappear. Here I come. Get lost. Here I come.
Lovely.
Been decided.
Lose.
Neither.
Okay, Sakura and Lee. I feel like that's a law fight, but I don't think it quite is. Sakura and Lee. I'm scrolling down the list and like see what fights come up. I can see a Kankuro. Oh, no, I can see 2 Kankuros. Never mind. I thought it was going to be decent, but there's actually fights coming up. They're actually decently good characters. Because yesterday, when I was doing it, I, built up a whole lot of time, save, just from being able to do heaps of quick fights. And then you just chuck a young Kankuro in there. I know I bang on about it a lot, but it's just like, it's hard not to when it's just so awful. Things.
Has been decided.
Lovely. Yeah, so I build up all this bonus time, and then as soon as I play as Kankuro, I'll lose it all. And it's sad. Makes me sad. But just looking at the fights coming, I mean, I've got some Sasuke's, I've got some Roshis, I've got some Bees, I've got some Irukas, which actually, he's not too bad. Fabulous. There we go. Okay. So my goal today is to get down at an absolute minimum an absolute minimum, it has to be 1,130. Potentially 1,120. It was going to be 1,100, but I think because I won't play it for 4 hours. Probably. Okay, and then Haku. Because then I've worked out, I've had to math that out, is that basically tomorrow will be number 117. It's basically going to go to about like day 125, I think. But so tomorrow, yeah, day 117. Friday will be a trail stream just to get some, just so I'm not killing myself with just forever Naruto streams till the end of time. But then Saturday and Sunday will likely be days 118 and 19. And basically from that point on, as long as I can do three streams a week of about 2.5 to 3 hours each, then I should be able to reach my goal of finishing this on Sunday the 12th of November. If not, then it'll be Wednesday the 16th, the night before the next Naruto game comes out. But I'm kind of hoping to use that day to do like just a shorter stream, probably about an hour, but it'll be like a tier list of Naruto characters, just to close it all out. Probably.
To me,
And Roshi, but we're gonna check him on the fireball. And Sasuke. Okay, things going well, things going good. We're getting ever so close, like ever so close to finishing a character completely, and it's either gonna be Naruto 6 Paths mode, normal Naruto, or is it Chio? Or there's another character actually who sort of actually managed to do heaps of fights with. I'm just trying to think who it is. And it's just so strange, like, are we, it could be that we don't actually finish a character until we're in the last 1,000, which is just, I need to test the mathematical probabilities of it all, because mathematically, to have 108 characters, doing matchups with all of them, and randomly generating every fight, probabilities of not doing all 108 fights with one of those characters 10,000 fights in is just because technically we're actually less than we've actually gone over 10,000 fights done. We've officially gone over 10,000 fights. So it was 11277. And it's mental how I've done 10,000 fights. Excuse me. It's crazy when I think of it like that. Done 10,000 fights. And there we go. Skadoosh, lovely. Yamato and Han. What else? What other life updates are there? Just trying to think. Oh, I almost had like a war. Oh my goodness moment. Because obviously next February 29th and March 1st, I'll be taking time off work to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh my lord. And then I had a panic. I'm like, oh my god. So next year, at the end of February, this is like digital workplace conference I'm going to be talking at. And as a speaker, you know, you've got to do a lot of you've got to be part of the event from start to finish, basically, which is fine. Like it'll be fun. Absolutely bloody terrified of speaking though, but oh well, c'est la vie. But anyway, I'm like, oh, hang on a second. It's at the end of February, like the end of February. And I was like, oh Lord, so help me. If it's on the 29th, if the last day for it is on the 29th. But I checked and it's actually from the 27th to the 28th. And I'm like, oh, thank the Lord. Jesus above. And I'm like, oh crap, I really hope that there's not something that you have to do as a speaker after the event, other than post on LinkedIn and be like, oh my god, it was amazing. Because I deeply apologize, but I am currently, you know, just chilling with Cloud and crew and on Gaia, and you know, we've just gone to Juno and Harbour. Oh my god. Sorry, I've got to watch Rufus's welcoming ceremony, I think it's called. I was going to say coronation, but no, he's a president of a electric company. He's not a king.
Strong.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, and that's going to be my obligatory Final Fantasy VII rave, more of a rave, done. I'm gonna try my darndest, unless someone specifically asks the question. I'm gonna try my darndest not to talk about it.
Battle begins.
Oh, come on. missing? Okay, there we go, that's fine. Right, got him now. There we are. Fabulous. What was I gonna say? Something. Can't remember at all what I was gonna say. And Lee and Naruto a thing.
Battle begins.
Have one more.
Oh, it was really interesting actually this morning. The shop I went into to get the spare waveguide cover board, it was almost like I'd stepped like back in time. It was crazy. So it was in like an appliance repair shop, I guess, or like replacement part shop. It's sort of like unassuming really. And I was walked into the reception and there's just like old computers, keyboards, monitors just everywhere. And I open the door and it's like, obviously it's got the whole little like the bell that's attached to the door, so like you open the door and the little bell rings as you're doing it. I'm like, oh my god, I can't even remember the last time I've ever been in a store that had that. And then so and then I can head for this and the guy comes down and whatever. He's very like,
Been decided.
I'm not gonna say strange. It's very quiet. You can tell he's very introverted. But he was cute anyway. And I don't mean in that way. It was adorable how nervous he was. Anyway, that wasn't even part of it. But it was just, you look around and just like every spare foot of this shop was just filled with stuff. Like, how they even know where anything was, I shudder to think. Or amazed that they know where anything is. Because there was just so much stuff. It was almost like, imagine you went to like an electronics hoarder's house. It was mental. And it was just like, I feel like I've stepped out of time, like I'm back in like the 80s or something, with like an electronics repair shop from the 80s. Just the little like bell on the door. It was mental. But anyway, so I got my waveguide cover and it was all good, but yeah, it was just like, it's weird not weird I guess, but it's just like crazy thing that, shops like that do guess still exist. But yeah, it's crazy because you sort of like, especially in like a bigger city, you'd sort of expect, electronic shops to be, all of them to be fairly modern, as much as, IT nerds. Well, actually, then again, there are two kinds of IT nerds. One who sort of, it's kind of like what I like to think of with like game purists. It's like people who are like, oh no, the retro, the old stuff is, that's where it's at, and it's kind of like religious. They like religiously like it. So it's a little bit of that. And then you've just got the people who need to keep up with like the modern stuff, and they'll just buy all the latest devices, and they have to have modern things. So it's kind of like you always get to, and this one's definitely the former. Oh yeah, got him. Okay, this one isn't. So far, this is actually going pretty good. Fabulous. Okay, that actually went far better than I thought it was. And I haven't got another conqueror for like at least maybe 20, 30 more fights. which is actually quite a lot actually, now I think about it. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I just couldn't get over the shop. Maybe actually tell the boy about it.
Battle begins.
Okay, come on. I'm focusing on this one because as soon if you let him, Deidara is an absolute mongrel. Absolute mongrel to fight. That's only if you let him be. Okay, you just gotta keep on the attack all the time. And thank goodness he's wasted all the substitutions. And lovely. And then it's going to be awful on the next fight because I've now got to play as Deidara and I'm not at all, haven't quite mastered how you play as him to any good effect.
Battle begins.
All I can just do is that, basically. I'm just going to do 3 of these. Lovely. And one more. Bad. Lovely. Gorgeous. Okay. So that's that string of potentially time-wasty fights done. No, wrong one. Wrong one. Get back, get back, get back. Wrong K. There we go. And got through the string of potentially, and we're gonna hit another set. Just got another Deidara, another Kankuro. We got some young Chojis. Oh goodness. Oh, we should be alright. We've got some Utakatas coming up. And delay. Okay. One right there. Beauty.
Decided.
Kisame and Iruka. I'm trying to think what else. I've got like 3 hours to try and think of something to talk about. This is in fact I'll talk about not knowing what to talk about. There we go. I think the one thing, and it's probably the curse of playing, of doing the Naruto stuff, is that because it's just fights constantly, there's not like, once you've done every character at least once or twice, you're sort of exhausted really what you can talk about without repeating yourself, I guess, or just going over the same stuff. So like e.g. my disdain for Tintin and Kankuro, I've probably stated about 100 times. So then, whereas with like other games, it's, you know, you can just literally just talk about what's happening with the game, especially if you run out of other interesting things to talk about. So it's not too bad, but like with this one, with the Naruto stuff, it's, yeah, a lot more difficult to make things, to keep things interesting, should I say. And because it's just like, you know, when you don't do much outside of streaming and work, I mean, unless everyone wants to hear about jigsaw puzzles or crosswords or anything like that, I haven't got too much in terms of entertainment value. So it's oftentimes I'm just like, oh my god, what's something I can talk about? And because I don't want to talk about, you know, potentially divisive topics. Like I've made a point to like talk about it sometimes, but not, you know, obvious, you know, religion, politics, rude stuff, you know, all of that sort of things. We don't want to talk about. So that's fine. Just like, what else do I have? Like, what else can I talk about that I haven't already talked about? I mean, I could go on about. I mean, there's actually heaps. It's just whether it's worthwhile. Because it's basically just been like my love for things, I guess, or theories or things. Do I have any? Have I actually read any theories recently? No, I haven't. Just trying to think. No, I haven't read any theories recently, but because Souls-like games and things, can't do them. Can't do them at all. It's just something with me and the Souls-like formula that just does not blend. The furthest I've ever gone in a game was Wolong, Fallen Dynasty, but I kind of think I've reached my point on that one. I think I've kind of reached that plateau. But I'm at a level I'm just like, yeah, no, I've now just got heaps of like hard enemies who I've always struggled to defeat in previous ones, and now I've got phase 2 of them, and it's just like, no, this is not happening today. But that all being said, the like stories and lore and everything of, you know, the Souls-like games, like, I kind of dig. I kind of dig it. I kind of like it. But I was reading and watching about that Lies of P game, the Pinocchio one, and that's actually pretty neat. Like, as much as it's very Bioshocky in terms of aesthetic, but it's like a mix between Bioshock and Bloodborne. Bioshock Infinite and Bloodborne. Bioshock Infinite? No. Yeah. Ish. But it's got a really interesting story, and you know, now I know all the endings and the secret endings and the post-credit scene and all that sort of stuff. I know all about that. But there's not too much in. Oh, there's a couple of like lore-ish videos, but there's not too many like theory ones, and it's always theory ones that I like, because one thing I love about theory crafting is just I think what I like about it is not necessarily, oh, you know, if the theory's right, what does that imply? It's more just like how people are. It's the piecing together of all the clues that I like. Even if they're piecing together in the wrong way, and it's actually, their theory is completely incorrect. I don't like, that's fine. That's okay. I don't mind that. Because it's, you know, piecing together itself that I like. And especially when it's wet, and more importantly, where it's also the not necessarily the interpretation of the clues is correct, but like, there's theories that are crafted on a misunderstanding of the clue in and of itself. And some of those details can kind of obscure, or yeah. So like I was watching a Majora's Mask story theory, about a week ago. Yeah. And it was really good. I must say it was really good and well thought out and well put together. My only misgiving with it was that there was just some details here and there that I'm like, that's like factually incorrect. That's just wrong. Like you have misread that particular clue. Like that's not how it happens. Or that's not what it does or means or whatever. And it's sort of like if those bits had been correct, I kind of would have enjoyed it more. And it was also kind of like, I don't know. So I think like, and it's like why a lot of the Final Fantasy, the really good Final Fantasy theorists, they always they always like understand what all of the clues and what each part of the game and each character, they like understand the fundamentals of it, and they've got, you know, everything that we're shown, it's all correct. So it means that when they are then weaving together to create the theory, it's like, it's A, far more believable, and B, it's just like, you're not suddenly taken out of it, you're like, oh hang on, but like what? That's not right, you got that bit wrong. Obviously it's different when it comes to like, you know, where there is something that's open to interpretation, like, I don't know, someone's character's theme song, you know, breaking down the music and be like, oh, because of this and because it's in piano and it's in a D minor but then transitions this, it means this. You know, the only person who could ever know that would be the composer. Oh, then again, actually, you know, it's probably a weak example. You know, why a character says a certain thing and what the implications of that means and what must be going through their head as they're saying something. Like, there was a really good one, and even though I said about 20 minutes ago that I wouldn't talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy, I'm gonna have to, because there are details that these theorists are able to see and piece out, and I'm just like, almost makes me want to play these games again, just to like, with all this knowledge now, will I notice these details on a second playthrough? There's one, so like in Remake, obviously there's changes, you know, there's like changes and things aren't always the same as the original, which is, you know, that's fine, it's all part of it. But one of the changes was in Shinra HQ, in President Shinra's office. The layout of the office was different, in the sense that, like the chair, his chair at the front. When you go in Remake, when they walk in, and you've got the chair in front of them, to their right is the door that they walk out of to go to the helicopter landing pad with Rufus. And to their left is a blank wall. But in the original game, the door was on the left side and it was a blank wall on the right. So it was almost like the room's being flipped or reversed in a way. Ish. I think there's some other changes as well, but that's sort of the main one. And so you're like, okay, whatever, you know, whatevs. But if you notice in the background there's a couple of scenes where I think like Barrett's after they arrive in bed, or something happens when they walk into the office or something, either when they walk into the office or when they're just in there to talk about something, you notice Aerith and Red 13 in the background are staring at the blank wall. Just standing there, just staring at that blank wall. Not saying anything, not whatever, but just staring at it. Kind of like looking at it. And you're like, okay, what does that mean? So okay, so you got clue 1, blank wall. All the doors have been switched in the office. Clue 2. It's only Aerith and Red 13 that or just actually, sorry, not the fact that it's only, Aerith and Red 13 are staring at it. So then you're like, okay, cool. But then combine that with clue number 3 in that it is incredibly obvious that throughout the game Aerith has an awareness of what's going on or what might be going on. Put them all together. Oh, and also that Aerith might be getting some information from herself in the future, potentially. Unconfirmed, but highly likely. It's almost like Aerith and Red 13, because she did a weird like thing on Red 13, who kind of she must have made him aware or something. So they both have an awareness of this larger thing going on. So they would almost like instinctively think that the door out to the helipad thing was on the left. It would be like the things that they're kind of able to intuit. They would intuit that the door's on the left, but then when it's not, and then they're kind of looking at the wall, trying to work out what's going on. Like, why is the door not on the left? Even though it's information that they're kind of getting from another self kind of thing. And so you're just like, huh. Interesting. So again, completely like nothing confirmed or anything. It was all in theory land, but it's like all 3 clues put together makes logical sense. And especially when you think sort of what they might be trying to do with the story at large. And so then you think, oh my god, like what other moments are there that is also happening? And I don't know if there are. I'm sure there will be. There must be. It's just like, oh my god, Square Enix, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And skittish. Fabulous. Okay. Da-da-da. Okay, so we're coming up to an hour, which was normally when we'd hit 40. Almost 47. God damn. In an hour, we've almost gotten down to 10 fights ahead of where we should be. Almost, we'll kind of get to maybe like 7 ahead. Yep. Okay. Lovely. Jubbly. Orochimaru. It's been a while since I played as him. And
Battle begins.
but yeah, so long story short, I love theories. They're fabulous. I was trying to think if I really love theory stuff. I haven't actually, there's no sort of newish ones that I've come across lately. I always make a pilgrimage, a yearly pilgrimage to the School is Dead website. Someone's the whole theory from Final Fantasy VIII that School is dead. Dies in disc 1 and the rest is just a sort of fever dream. Someone's created a whole website for it and it's pretty detailed. It goes into a level of detail that is insane but also incredible because it makes complete and utter sense. Like it really does make complete and utter sense. It is one of the most believable theories I've ever heard. And the general gist is that so at the end of disc 1 of 8, there's like a big parade or something that they're trying to kill the sorceress at. She basically flings an icicle through Score, like through his chest. You think to his heart, but not quite. It's actually on the other side of his heart. But you know, and it's like, oh my god, you know, so it's kind of at that point, it's like the cliffhanger for this one. Oh my god, did he die? Oh my goodness. But actually, you know, it's fine, and then the story continues. But the theory is that he does die because from that point on in the game, you know, everything up to that point has been fairly like believable in terms of subject matter. Like it's, you know, it's child soldier stuff, it's, you know, tanks and cars, and it's nothing outlandish or like straight up, oh, like now we're getting to like final level of Final Fantasy games sort of stuff. It's been fairly normal. And then, you know, there's this chick called Renoa and she's in love with her, she's dating this guy Cypher, who is like Skull's rival or whatever. Yeah, so it's sort of like that. But from disc 2 onwards, ever since then, it's like things get weird. You now get like stuff where you go to sleep and you're suddenly flashing back to this like other random guy called Laguna. You've got like weird alien stuff now. You're going into outer space. There's like time travel-y stuff. There's just like time compression. There's sorceresses that look like dudes. There's Renoa suddenly is just madly in love with Squall now, and it's just like it just gets weird as soon as Squall gets pierced with the icicle. It's just like things suddenly go into his favor. The girl that he likes now likes him back, and it's just all these sorts of things that are going on. And then like the big thing that sort of starts it all really is right at the end of the game. When there's like this weird, like when you beat the final boss, you're in this weird like hazy place, and then there's like all the stuff like flashes onto the screen, and it's like there's a scene right at the start with Renault in a ballroom, and he's trying to like remember that scene, but it's got like her face is getting all like fuzzy and weird. It's almost like he's trying to remember, but every time he tries to remember, like he can't remember, and it's all this like weird stuff that's going on. And then there's one shot, there's like little flashes, and there's one frame where it's like Squall's face, but it's like basically like where the eyes and nose and mouth would be is just like a black, like a hole like holes being cut out of his head. It's really creepy. And basically that's what's prompted this whole thing, is like, why would that picture be there? Like, why is that there? It's weird and outland, like it's like creepy. But like, why is that there? Like someone, and it's CG as well, so someone had to like CGI render that as well. It's just like, what's going on? And then it's, you know, and then the theory was that this whole like weird hazy stuff is him actually full on dying, and well, basically everything in the game up until that point was his fever-induced dream as he's dying, and then the ending is like where he does die, I think. Yeah. But obviously, as great as the theory is, and as incredibly well crafted it is, it's like Square Enix isn't gonna do that. Every Final Fantasy game gets weird towards the end, you know, where you're going from fighting a bandit to fighting God. You know, every Final Fantasy game's got that. So no, he's not dead. It's just what they're doing with Final Fantasy VIII. But all that, even with that, and it's basically pseudo confirmed that it's not the case. Even with all that, it's still a good theory, and I like it.
Battle begins.
I'm in dangerous territory. I've got Itachi with almost a full substitution. Okay, now I do too. Okay, things are actually going okay. And it's basically going to be from like, right, here we go. As soon as he starts using the substitution slots, it's going to be where it just is all going to fall apart. I've noticed that with the AI and Itachi. He'll like do nothing. He'll do nothing for most of the fight. And then suddenly, it's all hell breaks loose. Okay, no, we're good. We good, never mind. Okay, and I need to run a super quick 3-minute ad, so I will BRB for those it applies to. And then we go Minato and Ida.
Battle begins.
Come on. Yeah, that's better. Like, even though Minato is my favorite character to play as, every time I do, it never seems to go well. It always takes ages. Even though he's a like extremely fast character and extremely satisfying to play as, never once do I actually feel like I'm winning with any sense of speed. There we go. Okay, and after Hidan, I'll just adjust the list. So we will be down to 1214, which is really, really good. I'm making incredible progress.
Battle begins. Look at yourself.
Alright, thank you.
Jutsu. Possession blood. Look at yourself.
Okay, fabulous. Things are going well. Things are going good. Okay, I'm just going to update the list. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fabulous. Alright, now we've got Shino and Yankaku. And this is probably, likely, potentially, where it's all just going to come crashing down. Crashing down around me.
Battle begins.
I might have to do 2 of these. Okay, lovely. Fabulous. Easy peasy. Alright. Kokuro and Shino.
Battle begins.
Let me show you.
Okay, so far so good. Oh, this is going incredibly. This is actually really going incredibly. Ooh. Okay, Iruka and Danzo next. And what I might also do is, because I'm so nervous and I don't, it's weird because I haven't done it in ages except for at the start of today, where I'll like do one half of the matchup but I'll actually forget to do the other half and just move straight on. And the easiest way for me to tell that I've done that is the fight counter. Keeping track of whether it's an even or an odd number, and that's like by far the easiest way to know. So like when I've done Danzo versus Iruka, that fight will be a odd number. So obviously if it doesn't match up then I've missed a fight somewhere. But because the counter basically locks at 99, anything beyond there, zero idea, like I can't keep track of it. So what I'm actually thinking of doing is after fight like 90, or maybe I'll actually have to be fight 91, won't it? Maybe fight 95 I might actually accept. That's an easier one to math. But after fight 91, no sorry, fight 95, basically exit all the way back out to the main menu and then go back in, because then that actually resets the free battle counter, and then just start from 0 again, but then I know how many I've done because I just add 95 onto it. And then it just helps me keep better track of when I have missed fights, because that's the last thing I want to do, is I've actually missed a fight somewhere and I won't know about it until I crawl through every single one of the VODs that I've saved on YouTube for it and keep score of every single fight I'm doing and match it up against fights I've done and I've realised I've missed one somewhere. And that's trawling through like 200 hours of footage. Oh god, 200 hours. Bloody hell. More than that actually. Right, Obito. Which part of me is almost thinking of doing. Because then I'll know for sure that I haven't missed a fight. So I would hate to say that I've done it and then someone else comes and says, actually, I watched all of your things and you actually missed this. In fact, actually, I know if someone else did that, that would be the case. Because there have been times where I have missed a fight. I know I've missed a fight, but I didn't know which one I had missed. And there was one fight, and I think it was Hidan versus someone, that I actually rewatched the VOD straight after, found which one it was, and then did that fight actually off stream. I know I've done it, but others wouldn't. I think it's just there's one or possibly two instances of that.
Battle begins.
Distance.
Fabulous.
Decided.
Easy peasy. Okay, Tamari and Ubikaba. Okay, so then after this one, I've got a Kankuro coming up next, which is meh. And then after that, I've actually then got a nice string of fast fights before I hit some more young Chojis and some more Kankuros. Which should be fine. Eventually I'm going to have to do all of these fights, so if I'm not slow now, I'll be slow later.
Choice.
Oh, lovely.
Decided.
What?
Which, considering I'm like pretty much 10 fights ahead of schedule, assuming, I don't want to jinx it, assuming I keep the pace, I might actually be able to get to the goal pretty quickly. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, Kankuro and a Kakuzu. Which we're gonna do like 3 ultimates with. And Kakuzu's an interesting one. Kakuzu and Hanzo, because they're actually the 2 characters that I've done the least amount of fights with. Like, and like, I've still got like 29 fights to do with Kakuzu. and Hanzo, whereas like Chio got like 4. Hanabi have got like 4. Beans. There we go. Still going good. Still going well. So, and go. Beans, sorry, didn't mean to check that.
Battle begins.
Come on. And there we go. Okay. Right, now we're going to more fast ones. We've got Tobirama and Obito next. Tobirama and Obito.
Battle begins.
This. Okay. What else? Is there anything interesting? Like nada. Nada. Oh, actually, there is, in more Final Fantasy goodness news, the
Battle begins.
what's that, another news? Final Fantasy 14, oh my goodness. The new class has been announced, a new melee DPS job called Viper, which everyone's like, what? Where's Viper come from? But then someone's actually found a reference in Final Fantasy 9 to a class that's basically Zidane's class. Pretty much. Ish. Actually no, it's not Zidane's class, he's a thief. They've made reference to there's like a double-bladed thing, because basically it's like it's like two-handed swords with, and then you like stick it together. It's like the double-bladed spear kind of thing. And looks pretty sick. It looks similar. It's like a cross between a rogue or ninja should I say now, because the upgrade's ninja, and a gunblade class, but it looks pretty sick. Everyone thought it was going to be Corsair, but it's a Viper. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool. Skadoosh. I'm actually really excited for Dawn Trail, the next expansion for 14, because when I sort of think back on the expansions, my opinion on them sort of changes a bit, and I think with Endwalker, I have the sort of similar opinion as of it as I do with Final Fantasy 16. It's not my favourite. It has high highs, boss theme's amazing, you know, emotional moments, but it's not my favourite, and I think Shadowbringers is probably my favourite all in all. I think. What was I gonna say? But with Dawn Trail, because very much it's kind of like they're using it as sort of like a fresh-ish start to the story. So they've sort of like completed the Zodiac and Heidelin arc, I guess. They've finished it after 10 years of a Realm Reborn. And now they can sort of start a new one. So everyone's sort of like, it's gonna be alright, but I reckon, and the raid series is gonna be based on Final Fantasy 11, which is pretty cool. That's actually pretty exciting. Because I haven't actually played 11. The closest thing I've ever done to 11 is on the Final Fantasy Theatre Rhythm Final Bar line. They've got obviously 11 stuff there. So I have a an idea of some of the music. That'll actually be pretty neat. I think the raid series, in fact 14 just in general, has been really good for sort of celebrating the more, I don't want to say obscure, because like 11 and Tactics aren't obscure. You know, the Final Fantasies that don't get too much love elsewhere. Because as much as the Evilise raids were, obviously there's stuff in there that was in 12, because 12 and Tactics are both in the world of Evilise. It was very much a Tactics raid, like very much. And someone who hasn't actually played, I played about 5 minutes of Tactics. It's actually pretty decent. Come on. And I'm really also hoping, because there should be 2 new classes for the next thing, really hoping the other one is going to be probably Probably be a. I'm just trying to think what it would be. It would be a. So we've got a melee DPS. I think it would be a caster. I think we haven't actually had a caster thing in a while. I think the last one was a red mage, and that was on Stormblood. We had a caster. Just trying to think. What was the last two? We had. Oh my god, what were the last two? We had Sage and a Reaper. Yeah, actually, yeah. Oh my goodness! Cythias, hello! How are you doing? How are things? How is life? It is not long to go now. Exciting. Yes. Okay. So I'm actually like 12 fights ahead of where I should be. Just absolutely ripping through these, which is great.
Battle begins.
I am not too bad. I am enjoying a day off work where I've told myself, don't you dare look at your phone to see what emails you're getting. You're gonna, by God, you are gonna stream and you're gonna play games and you're gonna enjoy it. That's what I've been doing. And I'm fixing microwaves. So managed to fix our microwave that we've had sitting on our shelf for like 9 months. That's about it. But no, how are you? How is everything? How is Trails? Oh my goodness. Trails in the sky, how are you finding it? Are you, I'm guessing, are you in the final dungeon? You'd know if it was the final dungeon. Or have you finished it? Excuse me. I'm trying to think, like, so with the 14 classes, so in Heavenswood we got oh my god, who did we get? I should know this. Heavenswood we got Machinist and Astrologian. Stormblood, we got Samurai and Ninja. No, Samurai and Red Mage. And then Shadowbringers was Gunblade and... God, Gunblade and... Complete blanking out. Gunblade and...
Battle begins.
Oh my gosh. Dancer. And Walker was Reaper and Sage. So we'd long do a caster. Victory lap after the dungeon. Or just before the credits. Oh my goodness. I need to make sure I'm there for the final scene.
This victory is a
Dealing with a lot last minute stuff. I'm glad you're excited. Glad you're excited. I hope the day is magical. Oh, I'm just excited for you. I'm so excited for you.
Battle begins.
Because I'm at work, someone was asking me, we were talking about wedding venues basically. Us and the gals. Us and the guys were talking about wedding venues. And because we were talking about, because we're in New Zealand, so we can, apparently Hobbiton, where they filmed Lord of the Rings, you know, the Shire, they do wedding, you know, they do wedding events there, and I'm like, oh, if the boy ever decides, we are so getting married there. Oh my god, it'd be incredible. And then it just made me think of your wedding, and I'm just like, oh, just weddings are great. So my uncle, oh, that's sweet. Oh my goodness. Wait, the registry. Forgive my naivete. Is the registry just like the list of gifts and stuff? Like, do you have? Is that what a registry is? Like all like the things like. Ah, I didn't even know it had a name. I didn't even know it was a thing. Cause I knew about like wedding gifts and everything, but like I thought it was just like, the newlyweds, let's just buy them some knives and forks. Oh, you learn a new thing every day. And that is so sweet. Oh my goodness. And most important thing, the most important thing with any wedding, is there a color scheme? Is the color scheme like blue, purple, gold, and nice salmon pink? Or is it just like, you know what? Wear whatever the hell you want, as long as it's nice. Hey, we would like this stuff in real life. Oh, we got a bullhammer and a pot builder. Oh my goodness! He's nearly broke. Still, nearly broke is better than did break. Oh my goodness. Oh, exciting. Exciting. Jade. Dude. Yes. That is fabulous. Oh my goodness. Green and gold. Love it. Love it. Fabulous. Regal. Basically, any color with gold, except for pink. Pink and orange and brown is probably where I draw the line. But like blues, purples, reds, greens, they all go fabulously with gold. And it just makes it look hella regal and hella majestic. And I'm glad that that's your color scheme.
Battle begins.
oh my goodness, the second most important thing for every wedding. What is the food gonna be like? Are you are you doing a reception? B, if you are doing a reception, are you doing like meals served on a plate, like you pick from, you know, here's your roast beef and vegetables on a plate? Or is it like a buffet where they go up and grab it? Or are you doing like, we're doing no meal, we're just gonna have like little canapes that go around on little plates and stuff? Oh my god, how are you doing the food? I'm so sorry I'm asking a whole bunch of questions, but the colour scheme and the food are the two most important ones that I need to know. Like, it's not like I want to know, it's like I need to know. Oh my god, Naruto, come on, you got this. Lovely. Okay, we're at the point where I should have almost got to 70 and we're already at 81. It's mental. And desserts. Good. Because the dessert is the most important meal of the day. Everyone's wrong when they say breakfast is, because it's actually dessert. So no, that sounds fabulous. And also I can completely appreciate the whole like not wanting to feed everyone, because my golly, in the weddings I've never been part of wedding planning myself, but whenever I've gone to obviously family weddings and things, one of the number one things that they said that they would probably do differently next time is the food. It is so expensive to feed everyone. It's like logistics of the food, because then if you get a catering company, you've got to sort of make sure that they're organised, and then you've got to trust the catering company, and then just the sheer volume of food that you've got to manage. And then making sure that, you know, you've got enough food, especially if it's like families where you're big eaters, like me and the boys' family. And then you've got to worry about like dietary requirements, and then just like, it's just sounds like a hassle. But desserts, 2 p.m. desserts sound bad. Head of chef I could trust. Yeah. As good as they could be, it's like I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. Because even just like watching my mum, because my mum has a catering company, which she's her main sort of thing is she just does like morning teas for businesses around town. But even just like morning teas, and you know, she doesn't have a small kitchen by any means, but just like the absolute just chaos that it is on like busy catering days. And that's, you know, it's like, yeah, it's a something you wouldn't want to ever willingly go through, I guess. Second Mizukage. and young can't grow. Oh gosh. I swear it's all gonna fall apart, I reckon. Could be wrong, could be proven wrong.
Here you go. Good atmosphere. It's the giant clams Genjutsu.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so exciting. Because then you'll have that, and then you'll have photos, and then you'll have, oh my god, and then you'll have the nice desserts, and then you'll just have like family everywhere, and it's gonna be so amazing. It's gonna be happy and lovely and just so beautiful. It's just gonna be beautiful. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, beans. And what did I say? Okay. There we go.
Has been decided.
What did I just say? It was going to be an absolute nightmare. Hopefully this one is better. And I'm also really gotta go to the bathroom. On the next ad break, which will be in about 20 minutes, I've got to run to the bathroom.
Battle begins. You're mine.
Can I check Discord? Oh, I sure darn diddly can. 1 second. I will finish this fight and then I will just quickly check it. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Like I said, it was all gonna go pear-shaped there, but luckily I've got some time banked up. So it should be good. Right, let me see. Oh my goodness, I've got like 8 blooming things. What's this? Discord 4 release. Oh my god. That's incredible. I mean, I've just seen, like, I've literally just seen the, just the pictures. I haven't looked at the video yet. Oh my god. That's... Oh. That is sick.
Battle begins.
Please fly away.
Let me end this now.
That is sick. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. Yes, it's all themed. Beautiful. Amazing. You have done the right thing in having those centerpieces. They are incredible. I love it. Oh my god.
Don't underestimate the music.
That one with the tree and everything, like the tree and the grass, that looks so good, can I just say. And I think it's probably my fave. Oh my god, come on, Peter.
Has been decided. Now it ends.
Now do you
Real 87.
Battle begins.
Like the fact that you've got like, I want to say themed, but like, you know, cool. I'm just gonna call them cool centerpieces. Actually, I say that because my mama, bless her soul, she's got very traditional aesthetics when it comes to weddings. Like, it's a white wedding. There is white and pink roses on the tables. No little glitter confetti. It is very, you know, traditional. And I'm like, great. That's all well and good, Mom. I'll decorate a little room. I'll decorate a little room off to the side that will be decked up in there. So you can go sit in there. But I'm gonna have like purple and gold colors and like nerd and, you know, properties that me and the boy like Lord of the Rings and like Star Wars and Naruto related stuff on the tables and things. Like you say, it's a great conversation starter. It makes it unique. You're not just like, it's not just, people aren't being invited to just any wedding. They're being invited to your wedding. And so it gotta be all about, you know, gotta be you. Can't just be the same bland wedding that everyone gets. It's gotta be a better one. Oh no, that is all good. That is all good, my dude. Lurk away. I will try my best to keep kicking as much behind as I can while I wait for 10 minutes to 15 minutes to pass so I can go to the bathroom. But no. Stay well. I will likely talk to you beforehand, but if for some reason I don't, I hope everything goes so well. And those centerpieces are fantastic. I just have to say that again. But no, take care.
Battle begins. You can't get away.
Oh my goodness, man. There we go. Okay. Onoki and Han.
Battle begins.
Come on, track edition. Thank you. Lovely. I've got to remember with characters that have a shorter range ultimate trigger, gotta get them to trigger it when they chakra dash in. Okay, lovely. Okay, I think looking for the down. Do I see any Kunkaros? I don't see any Kunkaros coming up. Oh, exciting. Or do I? Actually, I need to have a proper look. We've got an Utakata. Ugh. We've got a young Choji. Ugh. Got two young Chojis. We've got a couple of Hanabis. But everything else looks pretty decent. Fabulous. Easy peasy. Okay, Yamato and Onoki. Onoki is actually a character I think we're pretty much almost done with as well.
Battle begins.
Okay, lovely. And
Side. Battle begins.
Yamato, you gotta learn. You shouldn't chakra dash in. I'll have him now. fabulous. Okie dokie. Right, Hinata and Utakata. Not a rematch. Hinata and now I think this should be fight 94 and 95, in which case after this, yes, after this, I'm just going to exit all the way out to free battle, and then restart the counter again from 0, because then it means I can keep better track if I'm missing fights. Oh my god, come on. Stop chakra dash away. There we go. There we are. Lovely. And not bubble jutsu, that one. And also what I might do is actually after this, because it'll be a good time, I'm just gonna go bathroom after this one too. So really need to pee. Probably TMI, but fabulous. Okay, so we're gonna exit to free battle. Gonna fully exit out, and then we're gonna jump back in. And okay, I'm gonna run a super quick 3-minute ad. I'll BRB, and then we will carry on. Okie dokie. Let us continue. The May and Hanabi. Oh, and I might actually after these two, I'll update the list because we're down to 1172. And lovely. Lovely, jubbly. Scan in the list. We're pretty good until we get to a young Choji. I'm gonna pick up the pace after. Actually, no. Actually, young Choji's actually been quite fine. It'll be further down with another Hanabi. Okay, so this is technically fight 97. There we go. Cool. Easy. Right, Sasori and Yangara. Lovely. It's a lovely day outside. The sun is shining. The grass is green. Clouds be there. And it's great because I'm just inside playing video games, which is the right thing to do with such lovely weather. I've never understood, well, no, actually no, I can understand, but I've never subscribed to the whole, oh, if it's a nice day outside, you need to go outside. Or like, you know, you can only do things outside when it's shining. You can't do it when it's red. I mean, like, I can understand why that is the case, but like, just because the sun is shining does not mean I need to, suddenly my day needs to look any different than it already does. I'm gonna play video games regardless of what it looks like outside. I would go outside and do some weeding, regardless of what it looks like outside, unless it was like thunderstorms. Yes, then I would probably give that a miss. But if it was like overcast or whatever, in fact, I'd actually prefer that. Anything where I have to get hot and sweaty doing something, which is weird coming, that I'm saying that in terms of weeding. You know, I'd rather do that when it's overcast, when the weather's a bit cooler, so not as hot. I've never understood doing like physical activity or stuff that gets you, you know, gets you sweating in hot weather. Just do it when it's overcast. At least then you could sort of, you're semi-cool, not getting hot like instantaneously. Okay, A and second Tsuchikage. Then again, I've always been a winter kind of person. Never, ever been summer type person. Maybe when I was little, probably, but definitely not now. Winter is where it's at. It's like cold and you get all snuggy in your blanket and you have your hot, you know, nice hot cup of tea with the cold weather outside, and if it's really cold it starts snowing and it's just, oh, it's amazing. Whereas in summer it's just hot, sticky, muggy, hot, awful, gross, hot. You get grumpy because you've tried to cool down, you can't cool down anymore, so you're just hot and gross and just blah. Whereas in winter you can always get warmer. But there's a point where you're stripped off every layer and you're like, well, now I've got to cool down any further, I've got to start peeling my skin off. That's a bit dark, but that's what I think anyway. jubbly jubbly. Okie dokie. Alright, covered of cloaked and Madara Reanimation. And I've also completely forgotten. I need to update the list, so I'll do it after these two fights. So then we'll be down to 1166.
Battle begins.
Well then.
Check Shaper.
I'll chop you up.
Easy. Easy peasy. God, we are really flying through today. We're 13 fights ahead of where we should be, which is so good. So incredibly good. What does that mean? It means that
Battle begins.
come 3 hours, I might be up to my pseudo goal. Come on, Kabuto, you got this. There we go.
How could I lose?
Alrighty. So update the list. We are down to 1166. Beautiful. Right, Ruka, Obito.
Battle begins.
Study again.
Ooh. Oh, that was lucky.
Out of my sight.
I was so lucky before.
Distance. Out of my sight.
Amazing.
Now
What else is there to talk about? Again, talk about not having anything to talk about. Because I mean, I'm not particularly one for. I mean, I could talk about celeb goths and streamer goths or drama, internet dramas or anything, but it's just like, no. It's just there's people who are far smarter and far more eloquent than I am, who have far more insight, probably the better word, far more insight than I can offer. I just like to be a voyeur on the side, just consume the internet drama, but I don't particularly commentate on it. Same kind of with like even just like gaming stuff, because what's happening in gaming at the moment? Spider-Man 2's come out. I've seen some, and it's interesting. Oh, actually, that's something to talk about. The conversation that Spider-Man 2 has started about side content in games. They've said that the in this one, because in the first game there was, you know, you've got main missions, and then you've got all this side content on the map. So there's like bases to raid and little mini games to find and do, and swinging challenges and time trial, you know, race challenges and all these sorts of things that you can do. And apparently in this one, because they've increased the size of the map, almost like doubled it in some, no, not doubled it, like 1.5 it. And people saying like there's more side content to do, and it's kind of like people like it's just full of just bases and mini games and races and, you know, all these sorts of things. It's like, and it's like the same mini game as well, where you got to do like 20 of the same mini game to get like a prize. Obviously there's like different difficulties and things, and some of the mini games I actually quite enjoyed actually in the OG ones, so I actually didn't mind doing them. But it sparked the conversation about when it comes to side content in games. You know, obviously some people like a lot of side content, but should the quality of that side content be the you know, if we think about The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and even Witcher 2, you know, side quests in that game were very like, there was buggle fetch quests, and every quest was, you could tell there was thought put into, you know, the story of it and what you have to do, and they're all different and, you know, unique enough that you didn't feel it was too, you never felt, oh god, I've got all these side quests to get through. There was never ever that. Like, even with like Cyberpunk, there was, you know, a lot of side content, but even though, you know, all the quests were all unique and everything, I got to the point towards the end of the game. Got to the point near the end of the game where it was like, you reach a point where you're just like, oh, I've got to get through the side content. Ugh. It becomes a grind. And even I felt that a little bit in 16, Final Fantasy 16. Witcher 3 is probably even one of the very few games where I've never once felt it was a chore doing side content. Like, never once, I don't think. I'm even just trying to think, yeah, even just going back to old locations to, you know, clear all the question marks on the map. Never once felt like a chore. Which is a credit to the quality of that game. Yeah, because as much as I love long games with lots of content, like, even me, I felt, you know, when it is sort of just mini games for the sake of mini games, I'm like, oh, can I be bothered? And it's not even like, because I know like people like my dad or whatever, he says, oh, you know, hardly got time, you know, it's all about like the time factor. I haven't got time to do all this stuff. And for me, it's like, I've got time. When I think about it, when I think about my day, it's like, I've got time. So even for me, like, it's not a time factor. I think it's just like when you get spoiled for games, like when you play Witcher 3 and it spoils you for like pretty much everything else that comes after. It's yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I found myself getting more and more fed up with side content. So I'm hoping, again, obligatory 587 Rebirth chat, I'm hoping in Rebirth that the minigames don't become that, and I don't think they will be. Wait, 'cause when did Spider-Man come out? Was it 2018? It's 2018 or 2019, I think. So 28. It was 2018. Yeah. God.
Battle begins.
Beauty. Amazing. And Kakuzu.
Battle begins.
Lovely. Fabulous. B, any touch yuguru animation. Done this. No, I haven't done this one. Sometimes when you do the same characters a lot in the same day, like, have I done it? But no, you haven't. Ah, feelings. Turn the light. No, I'll keep that on. Oh my god, can you just not? There we go. Gracious me. Okay. Touch your animation. And we can do Fireball Jutsu. Come on, there we go. And B. That actually reminds me with Spider-Man, because I've got to get that game at some point. It actually, there's a hell of a lot of games that have come out in the last year that I haven't had I haven't had the money to grab yet. I've got to get Pokemon. I haven't even played Pokemon Scarlet or Violet yet. Should probably do that. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Although I'm not dying to get it, I guess.
Resistance is futile.
Got to get Sonic Frontiers. Got to get Octopath Traveler 2. Got to get Baldur's Gate 3, although I still haven't finished Baldur's Gate 2 yet. I think I'm miles away from finishing that, to be honest. I've got to get... What else have I got to get? Tekken 8's not out yet, is it? No. What else has come out? Master Detective Archives Ring Code for the Switch I could grab. Oh my god, there's so many. Atlas Fallen. That was actually one I was pretty interested in. That's kind of released and sort of fizzled out. I haven't heard either nor hear of that. Spider-Man 2 now. Also need. Happens. Beans. And I should be alright. There we go. Lovely. Okay, young Lee should be faster. Oh my god, my arm, not my arm, my wrist and my hand. Oh my god, I might need to start getting like little wrist hand glove thingies for gaming. Oh my god, I feel like such an old person. Even though it's really good for me. Because if you game quite a lot and you don't sort of exercise your wrist a lot, you're mad risk of carpal tunnel, which isn't fun. Not that I have it, I don't want it. Especially so young. And I also definitely need a similar thing for my knees, because now when I squat, my knees click, or one knee clicks, and it's not like painful, but it's not comfortable either. Apparently I was googling it, and apparently if it's painful, you need to go get it sussed. I'm just like, because I know what it will be from. It'll be from my sedentary lifestyle and my excess weight will be what it's all from. Fun. Which is what I'm trying to rectify at the mo. Wait, excuse me, what did you say, Liz? Buchanan? Now, I either completely misheard that, which I'm hoping that I did, and she said something, but I could have sworn also that she said Buchanan. And I'm like, please tell me that was if it was Buchanan, why was that not picked up on the voice recording? When they were recording the voice lines, unless it's Buchanan. In fact, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch a Storm 4 Awakening cut-in thing, montage, compilation. I'm gonna go back to it and I'm gonna listen to it. And I'm gonna, by golly, geez gracious, if she says Bayuk again.
Here comes a painter.
Yep. Alright, Sakura and Hiruzen. Yeah, so we've got 95 plus 23 is 118.
Try this on his size. Try this on. Take this. Here it comes. Over here.
Yep. Oh my goodness, Ash, what up? Hello, welcome in. Do we need to talk? Oh, we might do. We possibly might do. Where have you gotten up to? Give me the tea, girl. Where have you gone up to?
Battle begins.
Right. Because I'm guessing. In fact, I don't know how many episodes you would have watched, and I've got no. I can't remember. I always think that it takes more episodes to get through a particular bit than it does, so you might actually have be way further than where I think you're at. But no. But pray do tell.
Battle begins.
Doesn't matter. I'll settle it with this. Sloppy.
Finish episode 84. One tick. One tickaroonie. One tickaroonie. Let me just Google.
About a lousy ninja.
Let me just Google Naruto Ep 84. Oh damn, you there. Oh, you're right there. Oh my goodness. Oh damn. You are way further than I thought you'd be. Holy hell, I would have thought you'd have just finished the tuning exams. Never mind. Oh my goodness. Girl. Oh, we got a lot to talk about then. So, first question, Itachi, opinion, thoughts, feelings, ideas. What do you reckon? In fact, actually, I probably shouldn't even start there. Actually, no, I am gonna start there. We can work back from there if we need to. So I guess now that you've met Itachi, if Michael hasn't already told you, Itachi is like, probably with 99% of people that you ask who their favorite character is, Itachi will be in the top 3. Like, easily. Oh yeah, yeah, when Sasuke's able to hit him with the Chidori and then Gaara's like, I've never been hit before, is that my blood? And then just goes ape shit. And then the whole like Shukaku One Tails comes out, and then Orochimaru's like, right, on cue, let's go, let's rock this, you know, and then just and then just the whole episodes at the end with the third Hokage, and just, oh man. Yeah. Wait, why am I playing as Kushina? Should be playing as Konohamaru. Should probably pay attention more. This episode. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stuff like the tuning goes hard. It really does. But hey, what it does teach you though is if your friend goes absolutely psychotic and summons a giant like sand demon, all you gotta do is you just gotta headbutt them. Quite hard. But just headbutt them and they'll be all good. They'll be fine. Yeah, the Hokage dies and then you're just like, oh crap, now what? And then they go off on their Jiraiya and Naruto like, yo, like, what up? Let's go try and find someone new. And then they go meet Tsunade. And I'm trying to remember, because I can't actually remember the whole like first bit of them meeting Tsunade. I can only ever remember the end of that particular arc. But then yeah, and then the bit with Itachi and Sasuke in the corridor, just man, stuff goes down. Oh, what up? No, it is all good. I'm streaming on the well, I say streaming on the down low, but like not as if I can hide them streaming, but I'm just doing a midday stream just to cram in as many fights as I can in like 3 hours. So I have not particularly broadcast it. That's right, he came in earlier and he was saying he was up to there, so I'm just like, oh goddamn, because he was doing the victory lap, so it won't be long till he's finished, so I'll need to go back and watch the VOD for his reactions. Yeah, oh, he's there. Oh my goodness, yeah, I totally need to go back and watch the thing. Oh, I still remember when I went through it as well. I'm just like, mind exploded.
Battle begins.
Lovely. And lovely. But no, honestly, Ash, honestly, Itachi, because he's like badass now. He's like, you're just like, oh damn, this guy means business. Sasuke thought that he even had a chance running down that little corridor, and Itachi's like, yeah, try harder next time, bruh. And then so you're like, oh my god, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. In Shippuden, your love for him will exponentially increase. It is just all just really some good stuff. It's some good stuff. Oh, and also, I have to ask you a question. Now that you sort of know what, you know, now that you've sort of got some more character stuffity stuff. I was just playing as that one. So Obito, Setsu, and Boo. Oh. But you say that, Michael did say that he reckons you probably wouldn't like it, and she's very like, I think that's the point too, is that she's just like quite abrasive, and certainly a role model for women everywhere with her gambling addiction. But yeah, she's an interesting character. I've never had particularly strong feelings about her either way. Like the same way I would like a Sasuke or a Neji or a Kabuto, which is strong feelings in the other direction, because I despise him with an absolute passion. I will hand on heart be able to say that Kabuto is my least favorite Naruto character. Just straight up. Because he's just slimy and gross and awful. Anyway, but yeah, no. Oh my god, you've read Uzumaki? Oh my goodness. I read that during uni, and as much as I say I don't like body horror, at least because it was like static images, I could sort of deal. And also, there was because the Rasengan's not like a Naruto only jutsu, like Jiraiya knows it, and some other peeps. But there was a manga that was released, and I want to say like actually like a couple of months ago, like a few months ago, that actually the person who invented it, it shows how they invented it. And the name that they gave it was like, because it was based off of like ice cream, which I just thought was perfect. Or there was ice cream was part of the origin story. And he called it like the ultimate swirl ice cream something power attack or whatever. And they're like, no, that's a rubbish name, just call it Rasengan. Yeah. But yeah, no, but it is perfect. It is. And as much as I dislike Naruto, I did think how he like realized how he could be able to do it with like the whole cat and the hitting like the ball of yarn. I did think that was actually quite a neat like little touch, like a little neat thing. How he learned how he can do it. Oh yeah. Oh girl. Yes, you're now like as you progressively go through more jutsu, more everything's just gonna be introduced, and it's just gonna like, you know, it's your idea of an overpowered ninja will forever change. Yeah. And honestly, the Suku, like the Mangekyo Sharingan can do, because I'm just trying to think what it is. Because the Mangekyo Sharingan there's like, it's got lots of abilities, and I think you've only ever seen one. You've seen the Tsukuyomi, which he does on Kakashi, which, and I'll say, well, I was talking about yesterday, with an ability that I'm like, you've just given someone 72 hours worth of torture in 3 seconds. Like, what the hell? Never, like, it's hardly ever used. Oh. Actually, it is actually used, but way later on. I won't say to what capacity. And then it's got two other main abilities. That's it. I was wondering whether or not I couldn't remember whether he had done it yet. The Amaterasu, the black flames that never die out. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Mangekyo Sharingan goes hard. It goes hard. But I'm curious to know, where do you think Sasuke's character, where can you see Sasuke's character now going? Knowing now what you know about him and his beef with Itachi. What's your predictions for where things are gonna go? So I'm curious because the next arc will be focused on Sasuke. And I won't say to what degree. It will be about him. Things happening, and it's probably my second favorite arc. After the way he looked at Naruto. Oh yeah. Which is a bit weird. Like if you're thinking about it, like, bruh, yeah, this creepy, like, technically Orochimaru's like 50. You got this creepy, weird thing who just, like, makes his neck go all really gross and, like, bites your neck. Should probably not go with it. I mean, I wouldn't, but interesting. They kind of like, they definitely like set up, even from like episode 1 or episode 2, definitely set up that like all Sasuke really cares about is killing his bro. That's all he cares about in life. Lovely. Yamato Kakuzu. Interesting. And of course Sakura remains completely and utterly useless and will remain that way till her dying breath. But
I will go easy on you. I will go easy on you.
But I will say, in the next arc, there'll be a bit towards the end where there's a very interesting character design choice. I'm expectantly await your opinion on whether you like it or not. So it's a very odd design choice. You'll have no idea what I mean until way later, but I'll need to remember that. Considering the speed that you're getting through things, probably be maybe like 3 days away. Lovely.
Decided. Strong. Now then.
Okay. Sakura. No, wrong one. Not that one. That one. Sakura and young Naruto. Okay, so I'm coming up on 3 hours, which would equal about 120 fights. I'm on fight 39, almost 40, so that's 145. Dang. That can't be right. 145, no, 135. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's a hit with the men, I must say. I wonder why. I've always, you know, I'm like, what is it about her that would make her like popular with girls? I just, never. I can't see it personally, you know. No idea what it could possibly. Maybe it's her hair. Maybe it's like the double pony pigtail things at the back. Don't know. But yeah, no. she does grow in you. She does. But she won't ever be anything. She's never going to be your favorite character. I'll say that much. She'll never get so good that she's like, oh my god, she's amazing. But she's not all. But you won't strongly dislike her, I guess. Yeah.
Battle begins.
Watch out! Here goes! Toe! 2K!
Lovely.
Decided.
But yeah, but I must say, I think out of all the ladies, Tsunade's probably the one that's most drawn that way. There's not really any other woman other than like maybe like a couple of others that are drawn that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Battle begins.
question, and I can't remember when it's shown. I just know that it is shown at some point. Has it shown Tsunade's like backstory yet? Because I'm pretty sure it's in the backstory where it actually explains why she's got a fear of blood. But I can't remember if they've shown it yet. Got it. Right. Now this should be a unique image.
Aim ever higher. That is the destiny of the Hyuga. 8 trigrams,
Bruh,
64
you're facing Hinata. You should have a custom one. Anyway, sorry.
The Hyuga.
Okay. Okay. So you will learn more of her backstory. You will learn more of her backstory, and then you'll kind of, and I'm pretty sure it's in that one, when you learn more, that you'll understand why she's got a fear of blood. And I won't say more than that. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah.
Battle begins.
I'll end you. How about this? Behind you. 8 trigrams,
Right.
All I do is run. I can't advance.
It's Neji and Hinata, they're supposed to have custom images. There's some like character matchups in this that I'm so surprised that they don't I'm so surprised that they don't have like special image thingies for when you finish them with an ultimate. Anyway. That's just me. Right, Sugetsu and Kanan.
Battle begins.
I have something to hide.
Wait. And I'm just trying to think what else has happened I can ask you about. Trying to think. Oh, I'm guessing you've seen what I was trying to remember she summons it. What Tsunade's like summon is, because how Jiraiya's got the toads, and obviously Orochimaru's got snakes. But what I've been puzzled to no end why Tsunade summons the animals that she summons. Like why? And especially as a girl as well. Like you'd think as a girl you'd want to summon like pandas or something, not those.
Disappear.
But then, now that I think about it, what she uses them for, I suppose it actually kind of makes sense.
Here I come. Disappear. Here I come.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they do. It's kind of like weird to think, like imagine like you and your teammates, you all like have abilities and or summons in this case that like cancel each other out. It's a bit weird. You'd think you'd want ones that complement each other, but I suppose, you know, they probably looked at Orochimaru on day one of Ninja Academy and they're like, he's probably evil. Let's just, you know. And he seems to have a fondness with snakes. Yo, what up? Have we got anything, you know, anything that's good for snakes? The game's oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is he going on to onto Trail's second chapter? I might be able to catch it after I finish this because I'll be finishing this up in probably about 20 minutes.
Battle begins.
Ah, beans. Right, Orochimaru's there. He's like, heal my arms, and she's like, no. I'm fine, thanks. I'm pretty good. One thing I suppose it's one of the things that I just chalk up to being, you know, it's anime logic, is someone has thrown a boulder onto you, and you can like just get away with like a couple of scratches. You're not like bloody, arms broken, face is all like mushed off. Like someone throws a giant rock at you, like a huge giant boulder, and you get away relatively unscathed. Always found that a bit like, obviously in, you know, in anime, it's anime, whatevs. People fighting God and all that sort of stuff in anime. But that I'm just like, I would have thought you'd had like a couple more scratches on you. At least. At least. Lovely. Right, and leave. And who's just playing as A?
Battle begins.
Have one more.
Ooh. Oh, that's right, yeah. So I'll say this much. The rest of the Akatsuki, you won't see pretty much anything of until Shippuden. Itachi and Kisame will be the only two that you ever see. I think. Yes. So yeah, you've got to wait to Shippuden to see them. And let's just say all of the Akatsuki members are strange. They've all got their thing. Although, actually no, I say strange in terms of like abilities. They've all got very like unique abilities. All of them. I'll say Itachi's probably the one that's got the most like normal out of all. Yeah. But yeah, but the Akatsuki is very much like, if you see the black cloaks with the red clouds, run, and just run and never look back. The one thing I've always wondered, and this is, I love like dissecting anime and just, you know, TV shows where it's like, yeah, everyone wears the exact same clothes every single day. You'd think they'd have a spare change of clothes. But I've always wondered, okay, so you've got the Akatsuki, a criminal organization, secret organization full of all these high-powered individuals. Who makes their cloaks? Who decided on the cloaks? What happens if it gets dirty? Where do they go? Where do they eat for dinner? Do they like at the Akatsuki hideout? Do they have a kitchen? Do they have a chef? Do they make their own meals? Do they just wander the road? Do they like, you know, when they get a new member, where do they get the cloaks from? Do they have like a tailor that they just like kidnap and force them to make stuff? Or do they just go down to the uniform shop in normal clothing and they're like, yo, I'll have another one of those red cloaks. They're sick. And that person's like, okay, I got you. Don't know why you need them though, but sure thing. You look pretty menacing. I hope you're not doing anything illegal. And they'll be like, what? No, not even. Like, it's just these sorts of questions. These kinds of questions I need to ask. This is the filler episodes that we need. What does an Akatsuki member do on their day off? Assuming that they have a day off. And also, the other question, think of Naruto and Sasuke. You got two kids who, I'm assuming, don't live with anyone. How did Sasuke, when he's on his own, and he's what, like 4, 5? Maybe 6? 4, 5. Let's say 5. How did he feed himself? Did he take himself suddenly just, oh, it's alright, I'll just go down to the supermarket with some money? What money? Did he just find some change in his in the dad's bedside drawer or something? Like, how did they fend for themselves? How did they clothe themselves when they're like 6? Same thing with Naruto. He's like an orphan, No one is ostracized from the village. Who gave him food? Who gave him clothes? Who helped him, like, with daily necessities? What happens if the plumbing in his apartment went out? Who's he, But he's like 4, so he doesn't know who to ask. It's just like... And then the thing too, because obviously, ninja get paid like it's a job. As much as it's a lifestyle, it's a job as well. So, so they all get paid for the missions that they go on. Do they have bank accounts? Is there like a ninja bank that's like separate to the normal bank, or do they even have banks in Naruto world? It's like this is the kind of world building that I need. It's the kind of world building we deserve.
This is the
I don't want Chidori, I want Arojutsu and Last Man. Gonna be home any second. So what I might do, I'm gonna do 10 more fights, and then that will take us down to approximately 1,110. Done a hell of a lot of fights. We'll have done 1,000, no, not 1,000, 159 fights. Okay. So we got 95 plus 54 is 149. Yep, so 10 more fights to go. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't think he probably didn't realize the extent at which Itachi was all-powerful. Because I suppose you haven't seen him since he trained with him, like since before the incident. So you probably didn't have any idea about what Itachi was actually sort of capable of. But also, I think he was just so consumed by rage that he kind of didn't, his brain wasn't working properly. Most likely. It's probably the likely one. And he's only like 13 as well, so again, judgment is a bit stunted. But yeah. But yeah, it's when like Itachi just completely incapacitates Kakashi. I'm just like, oh damn. Like Kakashi, just the badass, consummate badass. Everyone wants to be. Every man wants to be Kakashi. Every woman wants to be with Kakashi. No, every woman wants to be Kakashi as well. You know, just boom, takes him out with the Tsukuyami. Mental. Mental. Oh my god, that's right. And that's right, because there is another thing of the Mangekyo Sharingan which you have not seen and won't see. Won't see it until I want to say like episode 70 of Shippuden. Yeah, and there'll be another ability that gets used quite a lot actually. Oh yeah, and I won't say anything further about the Sharingan, because you just need to see just things will develop, things will evolve. But yeah, you still ain't seen nothing yet, is all I'll say. Oh, completely and utterly. And they will steal the spotlight for like the remainder of the show. Like, that's why Sasuke is as popular as he is. It's like, oh come on, like right next to, you know, Naruto's not exactly, you know, winning the hearts and minds. I mean, he's winning the hearts, but he's not winning. No, he's winning the. What is he winning? Nothing. Brownie points for trying, I guess. Gara. Nagata. I am so incredibly happy that you are. I will say this much. The reason why Sasuke is not my ultimate #1 favorite character, like I've got like, you know, I've got like 3 favorite characters, and I sort of rotate between all of them about which one I like the most. Obviously Sasuke's one of them. But the reason why he's not like always #1 is because of it'll be what Michael Rich is talking about. He doesn't do it's not a particular thing he does. It's
I will get my hands as
it's not spoilery. I'll be vague, so it's not spoilery. But it's like there becomes a point where it'll be something that you feel more than a particular event, but you will feel like Masashi Kishimoto, the author, has run out of ideas for Sasuke. Run out of new things to do with him. And it's at that point that it's kind of just like the high of Sasuke is just like seems to tilt a little bit. And I think it will be that. Because me, love Sasuke, love of my life, my teenage years. Even I was feeling it. So I kind of like remember the OG Naruto when it was just, oh, incredible. Yeah. But like, honestly, when just like 90% of what Sasuke, 99% of what Sasuke does is just amazing. He's just badass, he's cool, he's also intelligent. He's just got it all. He's got it all. You're like, oh, no wonder Sakura and Ino are fighting over him. You know, Hinata, what are you doing looking at Naruto? You should be looking, feasting your eyes on Sasuke, you know. And honestly, if you are a Sasuke fan, he doesn't feature in the next arc, which is all about Sasuke. He doesn't actually feature too much in it. I mean, no, he does feature in it, but not as much as you'd want. But that being said, when he does feature, it's amazing. Oh, it's glorious. Oh, it's beautiful. It's great. If you're a Sasuke fan, the next arc after the Tsunade retrieval arc, I think is what it's officially called. The next arc you'll be very, very pleased with. Bare thanks. What? Okay, after these two fights I've got 4 more, and then that will be me for today. Come on. Ah. There we go. Goodness gracious. And, oh my goodness, Ash, my other question is, has your opinion of Sakura changed at all? How is she still for you? And do you have any theories on where her character is going to go? And also, actually, another question ties onto that, is at the end of the tuning exams, or sort of when everything was all hell's breaking loose at the end of the tuning exams, did you think that they were setting up anything in particular about her ability-wise and what she might sort of her niche may be? Okay, good. You're seeing what we all see. She's completely and utterly just like, well, nothing happens with her, just awful, useless, pathetic. Every synonym of those words. And don't worry, that will never change except for like one bit. There's like one bit in Shippuden. One bit in Shippuden where she doesn't, where she isn't the damsel in distress or isn't completely useless. But then all the other time that she is, so fun. Goodness. Lovely. Sorry. Shouldn't do that. That's weird. Okay, last two fights of the day. We're got Jugo and Danzo. Shimura. Oh, last two fights. Yeah, we'll do last two fights. Actually, now that I think about it, hang on a second, now that I think about it, the next arc is practically the last main arc of the original series. Now that I think about it, and then from that point on it's just all fillers. Oh my goodness, you're actually like, you're probably about like 3/4 of the way through Naruto at this point. If you're discounting all the fillers, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Dang. You'll probably be done before the month is out. Alrighty. Last fight of the day. Yes. Yes, there was this little mini series called Kakashi Gaiden. That gives his backstory, which will be very important for Shippuden. Probably about halfway into Shippuden. Uncle Rich, welcome in. Okay, because you're here, I will not end it on this fight. I'll do a few more. Just so we can debrief, do some further debriefing. But yes, Ash has filled me in on all of the goodness. Exciting. Very, very exciting. In fact, actually, screw it. I'll just do temple fights. Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, it will be extremely, very important for Shippuden. But no, it was placed pretty poorly. Because it was placed after the reveal, wasn't it? It was like, oh, let's reveal, and then we do the flashback. Not the story of Choco. Not that line in particular, but the Tsunade's biggest virtues have been brought up. Oh my god. But yeah. But I just realised, because you're pretty much at the end of the Tsunade retrieval arc, and you're going straight up into the other. Actually, no, not Tsunade retrieval. That's the name of the other one. The next one, not actually the retrieval part. The Tsunade. It's called something arc. Anyway, whatchamacallit? You're almost at the end. You just got the one big one with the climactic final battle in the aptly named location. But yeah, you're almost done. Oh my goodness. Sasuke Kage and Hitsu. Oh, but I'm guessing the whatchamacallit. I'm guessing you're going. So you're gonna finish OG Naruto. You're gonna watch Kakashi Gaiden, and then you're going straight onto Shippuden. Okay. Oh yeah, what spoilers do you know? This, if you've been intently watching the fights, I will have spoiled so much. So I will say, if you are ever watching these streams, there are spoilers everywhere, but I won't bring attention to them. Okay. When does Pain come in? Pain comes in about, I want to say like, so what are the different arcs? There's the first arc, which I'm going to code name the arcs. Michael Rich might know what hopefully they're not too cryptic for Michael Rich to know what I mean. I'm going to call this one, Grandma. Operation Grandma. I'm going to call the first arc. Second arc. What happens after that? Second arc is let's draw some pretty pictures of our friends in my notebook. I'm sorry, I'm saying these are so awful. I'm so sorry. I'll give a better one to that one. Yeah, so Operation Grandma is the first one. Let's draw some pretty pictures in my notebook of our long-time friends. Is the second one. What happens next? What happens next? Oh my god, what happens? Actually, no. Second arc, I'm gonna lovingly call, hey, you. Do you wanna come over here and see your friend? Question mark. Okay, so what happens next? Next is cigarette smoke. Makes me sad. The smell of cigarette ash makes me sad, is the name of the third one. And I'm hoping I'm getting these in order as well. And then the third one after that is, it's kind of weird because then it kind of like splits into sort of two kind of arcs running simultaneously with different characters. But we'll say this one is why, my brother, do you cry those sweet tears of blood? No, that's weird. That's weird. No, I don't like that one. Never mind. What's the name of this one? Ooh, this next one's gonna be called got something to do with a tap on the forehead. I'm just trying to think of the first part. Code name for the first one is... Actually no, the code name for the next one is tap on the forehead. It's called that one. And so that's the fourth one. And then after that, I think... I'm pretty sure after that is... I'm gonna say the Tale of Beetle the Bard. No, I'm not gonna call it that. I'm gonna call it... I'm gonna call it... what am I gonna call it? The Tale of Beetle... No, it's not the Tale of Beetle the Bard. I can be better with that one. Let's go... I'm trying to think of the code name. I'm trying to think. I'm just gonna call it the Tale of Beetle the Bard. Actually, no, I'm not, because that's the name of... No, there's an episode, or a set of episodes. No, there's an episode where it's got the title of it is what the code name alludes to. But I'm not gonna call it that. I'm just gonna call it a code name for the whole arc, and that's gonna become okay, so what have we got? Hang on, what have we got? We've got Operation Grandma, which I like that for the first one. And yeah, we will not say, but once you've seen these, hopefully these code names actually you're like, oh, I can see that. Second one is called Hey You, do you wanna see your friend? I think, no, I've got a better name for that. Your friend is down the corridor, third room on the left. But not really. Gotta call that one. And third one is gonna be tap on the forehead. No, what's the third? Yes. No, third one. What's the third one? Third one is cigarette ash. The smell of cigarette ash makes me sad. Fourth one is tap on the forehead. Fifth one is The rain hides my tears. There we go. Oh my god, I could do a Blade Runner reference. What do we do? Wow. No, I'm not. No, here we go. Like tears and rain. There we are. That's gonna be the codename for the fifth arc. And then what happens after that is the last samurai. It's gonna be the next one. And then it's after that one that'll it's sort of now leading up to the denouement. So I'm just gonna basically, after the last samurai, I'm just gonna lump basically everything from that point onwards. I'm just gonna all lump together to the end, and I'm gonna call it. No, I lie. Turtle Beach headsets is gonna be the next one. Yeah, Turtle Beach headsets reminds me of my dad. Is going to be the name of the other one. And then the rest, which leads up right to the end, is going to be, the moon's looking pretty red today. Done. There we go. There we go. Okay. To recap. So Naruto Shippuden is comprised of Operation Grandma. I'm already forgetting them. Operation Grandma. Your friend is down the corridor, 3 doors to the left. Oh, yes. Yes, that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, I'm changing my one to that one. Oh my god, it's actually perfect. Your friend's down the corridor, 3 doors to the left. Third one is the smell of cigarette ash makes me sad. Fourth one is tap on the forehead. Fifth one is like tears and rain. Sixth one is the last samurai. The next one is my dad likes Turtle Beach headsets. There we go, that's a better one. My dad likes Turtle Beach headsets. No, my dad wears Turtle Beach headsets. That's a better one. And then the last one is To Infinity and Beyond. And oh my goodness, thank you so much for the follow, Super Saiyan Gogeta 126. How you doing? I hope all is well. But yeah. And I will safely say you will not be going to space. I will say that much. You will not be going to space. It doesn't go full JRPG, so you can be rest assured on that. Okay, I will do 2 more fights just for the hell of it, because why not? And then I will call it a day. But yeah, okay, so that's going to be the code names. I should actually write that down, and I'm going to write that down on the Discord actually. I'm actually going to look up the arcs, because I think I've missed one. I think I've missed an arc. In fact, I really believe I have. I'm going to have a look up at the arcs again, and if I've missed one, I'll include it, and I'll put it up in the Discord. Yeah, if anyone's got better codenames. But yeah, so then, when you go and watch Shippuden, hopefully the codenames make sense. Sploosh. And kablam. Okay, last fight of the day. Coming up, we would be down to 1098. We are so close to hitting 3 digits, it's kind of scary. I'll be hitting it tomorrow, because I will most definitely be streaming tomorrow. Oh. In the smell of cigarette ash makes me sad arc in Shippuden, he'll do a little bit more. Ish. Again, I'll say no more. Okay, that will, I believe, be it. Let me update the list. We are down to 1,098. Holy jeez. Oh my goodness beans. Okay. And with that, I must call it a day. The boy will be home. He should have been home like an hour ago. Just from the time. Oh, what's this? Rates. Oh, we got a power rates bill. Should have been home an hour ago, but I've got to start getting tea ready. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? But no, so I'm gonna put up those arc names, code names in the Discord. We're gonna monitor them. We're gonna monitor them. If I come with some better ones, I'll swap them around. But I'm pretty, or maybe just give it alternate names. But I love it. I love it. But no, thank you so much for joining. It's been fabulous. I love talking about Naruto, as you can tell. And I hope y'all have a fabulous rest of your day. Stay well, stay rested, stay hydrated, drink lots of tea, eat lots of ice cream, stay fruity fresh, stay fabulous, love you all, and watch lots of Naruto. I will see you around.